Thanks for joining us today to learn about 3M building protection. This video is part of a series to teach you how you can build smarter with 3M. My name is Forrest Melcher and I'm an application engineer with 3M. In this video, we're going to talk about how to detail an extended buck. So this is a circumstance that you'll come across often when there's continuous exterior insulation, and it allows the jamb to be brought out so that when we install our window, the window ends up flush with the insulation, which is great, but that makes for a really complicated detail, one that often requires many pieces of tape. So what I want to highlight today is how you can use our 3015 UC along with our 3015 NP to make this detail much simpler. So we'll start with a piece of 3015 NP. For this, I've chosen a 9-inch width with a 2/7 slit. And I'll show you why that helps in just a minute. So I'm going to start by removing the 2-inch side. And I'm going to fold over at the slit. So this ensures that I have a 2-inch lap onto my sheathing. So without even having to think about it, I can apply this, give it some hand pressure to tack it in place, and then remove the other half of the liner and know that that 2-inch overlap is fixed. And now I'll just walk this piece up and around the buck. And if you do choose to use a squeegee here, just nice light pressure, which will allow you to reposition if necessary. So now I'm going to use a piece of 3015 UC, starting in the bottom corner. So I'll remove about half the liner here. And we'll tuck this piece right into the corner. We'll go up the jamb and then remove the other half as we come down the sill. And then remove the rest of the liner. Now the key here is to remember that you can stretch this tape, but you can't shrink it. So that's why I'm starting on the inside of the rough opening as opposed to outside on the sheathing. So utilizing that principle now, I can actually stretch the tape to conform to my extended buck. And a squeegee can actually really help with tucking these in nice and tight, and then just bringing it down on and over onto the sheathing. So I'll do the same with the other corner. Again, piece of 3015 UC, and you can adjust the length of this based on the depth of your jamb and the how far out your buck is set. So again, removing about half the liner. Another thing you can do is tuck the squeegee in just like this and utilize that to actually help you get the UC nice and tight into this corner. So come up the jamb and then down onto the sill as I remove the liner. And again, bring this piece around, stretching it, not shrinking it, and optionally using the squeegee to tuck it in tight. And I'm not trying to apply a whole lot of pressure right now, just really to tack everything in place. So next we'll go up the jambs, which will be a really similar principle. Same with tape, we're back to the 3015 NP. I'm going to remove the 2-inch side of the liner to maintain my 2-inch lap onto my sheathing. Fold this over and apply onto my sheathing. Go ahead and remove the other half of the liner. And then we'll just walk this out and around the buck again. You can see how easily this applies without wrinkles or gaps or anything. And everything is shingle style. Just like you would detailing a standard opening, utilizing that UC for the corners of the bucks. So we'll do the same thing now on the other side. All right, and the last step here, so now we've tacked everything in place with hand pressure. You'll want to use a squeegee or a J-roller. Now that we're happy with how everything is sitting, go ahead and go over each of these pieces and apply some pressure to get everything firmly locked into place. And at this point, we'd be ready to install our window and continue with flashing. Thanks again for joining us, and if you'd like further information, please refer to our website or reach out to your local sales team.